Is a market shift happening in Michigan? So you're thinking about moving to Southeast Michigan, but you're also saying, wait a second, there's a huge market shift happening. Is now even a good time to buy a home? Interest rates have gone up in such little time. Price reductions are becoming common. It's taking more time for homes to sell as the average days on market increase. Inflation is at an all-time high of over 8%, and even the stock market is taking a huge plunge. Ultimately, the right answer is buying a house and moving to Michigan has to be the right choice for you and your family. But in this video, I want to show you how the current real estate market is shifting here in Southeast Michigan if you're thinking about making the move. If we haven't met before, my name is Brianna Murata, and I'm a realtor that specializes in creating stress-free strategies to buying and selling here in Southeast Michigan. First and foremost, the 2, 3, and even 4% interest rates seem normal the past couple of years because the Fed was trying to stabilize the economy and encourage consumer confidence and spending. If we look at the impact of rising rates on home prices, historically during the times of recession, we can see that rates did increase, but so did home prices. We can also see that home sales as a whole did decline, but that didn't stop people from buying. So according to history, appreciation of homes is still likely to happen, but home sales will be occurring less. Let's look at the lending standards compared to the early 2000s versus now. There is very little risk now because the lending standards have gotten so stringent. The borrower now has to be well vetted. They have to have good income, great credit, and longevity of employment. All these things come into play because the banks don't want a repeat of 2008 where they were putting people into homes that they couldn't really afford. We're going to be seeing appreciation just at a much slower rate. Why? Because we are still having inventory issues. Millennials make up the largest pool of buyers we've ever seen. Inventory just can't keep up with that, especially here in the Metro Detroit housing market. Here's an article from the Detroit Free Press stating, overall home building activity in Metro Detroit never rebounded from the 2007-2009 housing market collapse and remains stuck for more than a decade at historically low levels. Builders on average have only been producing about 5,000 new homes a year and has stayed at a stalled rate for almost a decade. Next, let's look at what home prices are going to do the rest of 2022. According to the major companies Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, NAR, MBA, and Zelman, they forecast an average appreciation rate of 9% across all markets. This is quite a difference from what we've been seeing in the past 2 years of average appreciation of 20 to 25%. These were crazy numbers of appreciation because of the historically low interest rates and little supply available. Based on what experts are saying and what's happening in the market locally, it's safe to say that appreciation is still going to continue to happen. Now, that doesn't mean we aren't going to see homes sitting on the market longer and price reductions happening, because we are already seeing this happen. The market is just trying to stabilize back to normal from the extreme seller's market we've been in for the past 2 years due to the pandemic. What I tell my clients who are buying a home as a primary residence is ideally you want to stay in that home at least 2 to 5 years. If that's the case, looking at the data, recessions don't last that long. Here we can see 12 months, 8 months, 14 months, 24 months. You may lose value on paper, but if you don't sell during a time of recession, you're not losing value. Home sales are still going to continue to happen, just not as frequent and as crazy as we've been accustomed to these past couple of years due to the pandemic. Could there be a crash or a recession? Anything is possible, but it's extremely hard to time the market. Are there people that do? Yes. Some that are lucky, or people that buy on a consistent basis, meaning they're investing in real estate or stocks every day. The last thing I want to show you is this data from Keeping Matters Current. For those who bought a house in January of 2022 for around $360,000, you can expect $100,000 in equity in the next 5 years just due to appreciation. And that's what you can expect real estate to do over time. Gradual appreciation. Waiting to buy won't really benefit you. It can actually hurt you if your goal is to achieve homeownership. If you have more questions about what's happening in the real estate market here in Southeast Michigan, or would like to come up with a plan to buy so you're best prepared, be sure to send me a message. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more real estate content about the local Southeast Michigan market. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.